find out where we're actually going to play this match. See Chaos starting on defense there, and LeStream starting on attack.
Border and Bank grayed out as they were played last week. It'll be Consulate, Villa taken away from Chaos and LeStream respectively. Oregon removed, so again, we're going to Coastline. A map that has seen a lot of play in Europe and one of the favorite maps for most European teams. It is not leading the way right now. Oregon is the most played, but Coastline is right behind them in third right now for the most played map in Europe. And Coastline between both of these teams we just saw. So it was the game against Penta 3 play days ago. Chaos against Penta. Penta go up 5-1 at the half, and Chaos storm back with 6 in a row to win 7-5. And this began a run that seemingly will not end, and it'll be LeStream to contend with a very hot hand in Chaos this evening. It would be a run similar to the run that SSG would have needed to go on in North America to make it to LAN. They'd have to win 6 in a row in the back half just to make it, versus LeStream, all they need to do is win right now, and the run ends regardless of how well Chaos does in the final 2 games after today. It would be over, and we'd have 2 representatives from Europe done and confirmed by the end of week 12, which is very surprising to say about Europe, considering it's the deepest region out of the 3 main.
You know, the reason is that we've got the one runaway team.
Yep.
And that's Empire. I think the fact that Empire have managed to run away with so many points right now, if I'm not mistaken, at 29, I think, yeah, they're near 30 at 29.
Yep.
So the fact that Empire has been able to do that, that locks up the 1 slot, right? It's done. And LeStream have also been having a really good season too. I mean, they're very close. They're putting themselves at right now 23 points. So it's very possible for. It's very possible to see that happen. Sometimes we have the breakaway teams. It's just not as common as it used to be. Now, back in the beginning of Siege Pro League, we would actually often see teams start to, oh, we're going into the match. Teams start to break away from the rest of the pack around mid-season. But considering how close Europe is, it's just odd to see it here in this season.
Incredibly odd. And I guess we're going to skip the community vote.
We don't need a community vote. No. We're just gonna see what happens.
So we'll get some info on that later, but we are ready to hop underway. It is Coastline, it is LeStream, it is Chaos, it is a LAN spot to head to the Season 9 Finals in Milan, Italy in just 1 month's time on the line. Chaos will remove the Nomad from play to start things off, and they'll be on the defensive half, and notably, that is...
Glazerian.
Glazerian?
Ah, it's
Dokkaebi.
Oh,
okay.
I was wrong.
That's actually not very surprising considering how much that Chaos have been using a Dokkaebi lately. We saw it in their game against Mouse. We've seen it on the game against Penta on Coastline specifically. Dokkaebi has been a mainstay on the side of Chaos. And an Echo will be banned out and turn on the defense. I imagine this last one will be a Mira, unless we're getting...
A Maestro, maybe? Either one, but probably a Mira.
Wow.
Oh, I'm surprised 2 times in a row. Woohoo. Valkyrie and Doke are the 2 odd ones here. Nomad has proven herself to be a dominant operator recently by a lot of people. We've actually seen some really amazing performances from individuals. I was with Slashug in North America, who was playing on Nomad in a way that was just like, wow, how do you deal with that? And a lot of teams just, nope to that. Nomad kind of falling into the category of like Ying and Glaz is like, I don't want to play against that. I'm going to ban it.
Well, if they allow Ying through the ban phase, and it'll be Uno's first pick. He can still 6-pick off of this, as we've seen a couple times before, and that's exactly what he'll do. Over to the Twitch he will go, and secretly will 6-pick in turn onto the Pulse. Nomad, again, very powerful operator on a map like Coastline. We talked about it on Border. 2 staircases to go up, and then a couple doorways.
I'll tell you a secret. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Nomad is actually a very powerful operator on a map like any map.
I think the one map that she's had a lot of struggle to be dominant on is Consulate, just because, and I guess Bank as well, the map size.
Wait. You think Consulate is one of her less useful maps?
I've seen her through the ban phase and hasn't really been used a whole lot to effect.
I mean,
I'll wait to see the results.
I mean, you're attacking top floor of Consulate.
Yeah.
You're taking admin office, or you're hitting from B windows. Either way, there's a lot of runouts to counter that repel. She denies all of those runouts. Just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not crazy useful. I mean, I think Nomad's going to be very good on Consulate as an operator. I think that's going to be one of her best. I don't know. I mean, who knows? the simple fact is that she kind of has one of those roles where she's like Legion, you know? She's always useful. You put down her air jab, and then somebody's going to hit the floor at some point. It doesn't matter how you're using it, whether it's offensively or to counter runouts. She's just, yeah, she's Nomad. We have the community vote for you in just a moment's time. So, Chaos 24, and then I think it was 68 for LeStream, and then a draw was 8%. So, LeStream winning the community vote.
Not surprising given the standings, but the performance of Chaos lately, not to be understated.
Yeah, certainly. So far in this round, through a minute, we have seen not really much happen, other than LeStream isolating one player at the bar. Now, it's going to be a missed frag there, going towards the stairs, and Red Groove will be shut down. Crips, though, gets the refrag onto Rise, who is spraying through that wall. The tracers there from Rise were the reason he was taken out by Crips. Good shot there and good reaction from the Legion.
You lose a roaming mirror, who's already placed her mirrors downstairs inside of the kitchen, and there's less of a theater hold, and that's something we've seen lately on Coastline, is the theater hold with the mirror when she is allowed through the ban phase. We can hear telltale signs of those breaching charges upstairs in VIP, just completely disseminating the floorboards and trying to force anchors out of common positions. And Hicks into an engagement with the LMGE on Zofia. You also have a Toxic Bag repelling his push down the Cool Vibe stairs. There's been a flank up towards Theater stairs as well, and in behind the Sunrise bar, Uno taking a lot of damage from a shotgun from Vitaline. It's a dangerous position yet again to contend with the shotgun firing upward through those floorboards, and Alfama will finally punch a slight hole into these reinforcements inside of the Sunrise entrance. So Alfama, the only one really pushing in towards the objectives of the stream, still focused at clearing out this top hold.
Taking them some time, that's for sure, and they've lost a lot of HP, as you can clearly see at the top of your screen. Crips, though, gonna die to Hicks. Excellent use of the lifeline there, but again, more HP being lost. However, no cover of default by Chaos, and here we go, the diffuser being planted deep on that couch. Still, no denial, and it finally hits the floor. As we see the post-plant come out, LeStream are going to pick up even more frags, though secretly on the diffuser, and doesn't seem like any attackers are in a position to shut him down as he attempts to stick this disable. Renewals eliminates aces, and there's 2 lit attackers left. Another for Renewals in a 1 versus 1, secretly on the ground. It's going to be Hicks to miss a lot of shots, and Renewals clutches it! How does it happen? Oh, what a miss there from Hicks and Uno and everyone. LeStream having a bit of a hiccup, and Chaos will take round number 1.
Oh boy, so we're gonna head to a rehost here. Not really actually sure why, but it is, we have a tech issue. So it's LeStream and Chaos. What happened there? You have 150 rounds in that box magazine on the LMGE.
He had like 1 sliver of HP on the Maestro.
They were both 1 HP. 1 shot lands on either. Turns out it's the Bailiff that hits the shot. The Bailiff over the LMGE hits the shot.
I mean, they were decently close range. Just how, Hicks? How, my guy? The lone dancer in a 1 versus 1 just can't land the moves to win the round. If you don't understand that meme, see Twitter.
That round was just so atypical and so weird to watch unfold. Nobody watching default plant on the couch. Then nobody covering for retake. What is happening for LeStream and Chaos when it comes to objective play? The roam clear and the roam contention upstairs was fine. It was a pretty hard-fought battle upstairs to try and keep control of places like VIP and Hookah and the Cool Vibe stairs, but nobody, 10 players in the server, and nobody watching a default plant attempt inside of Sunrise. And it all comes down to a Bailiff, a 1v1 on each member on 1 HP, and somehow Renewals.
I don't know. That was...
Like I said, Chaos look like they have a horseshoe firmly taped to their backside lately.
You said it in other words to me.
I did, but I'm not going to repeat those exact words in the broadcast because I would like to keep my job.
It's a good idea. I agree with that sentiment.
There we go.
I don't know. LeStream got top 4 control. They got a free plant, like you said, because of a lack of site control from Chaos. And then they threw it all away. That's the end of the story. Really good clutch there, though. From Chaos. Just shouldn't have shouldn't have happened. That's it. That's all it is. I mean, you know, there's some people would say, I mean, in order for a clutch to happen,
someone's got to screw up.
Someone's got to screw up, right? That is a saying, and to an extent, it's true. But so many screw-ups in rapid succession to give us that, whatever that was.
It's a weird start, and honestly,
and then the momentum is over because Rijos.
Yeah, so I think there's a couple things that need to be reminded for both of us and the fans back at home watching this game, because we've hyped this game up a lot. It is the most important game right now for the playoff race in EU.
It's the only relevant match for the playoff race.
Desperation will be a factor. Mindset for both of these teams will be a factor. This won't be a game played like a Week 2 game. In Week 2, teams are much more relaxed. They aren't as wary, even though they should probably be focused on points in those first few games.
It's nothing like the match we saw earlier, too, Empire versus G2. Both of them, both those players, I mean, both Joystick and Fabian confirmed, they were just experimenting. They were seeing what was going on. Here, no.
Everything is on the line right now. You have Chaos on an improbable run that would honestly make history books. You have LeStream trying to redeem themselves from just the worst performance at the 6 Invitational. You have a team who hasn't been to a seasonal final in a very long time that used to be Millennium, but they made a lot of roster changes. I think their last seasonal final was Atlantic City. And that was before Uno and Aces. So it's been a very long time for this team to make it to a seasonal final, and they're on the cusp of doing it right now.
Yeah.
Desperation will play a huge point in this game.
Yeah, but they're going to have to wait 5 minutes while we go to a short break before we get this match back underway.
Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're just about ready to get underway. We had some tech issues, but it's currently a 1-0 lead for Chaos on Coastline. The retake of a lifetime from Renewals, and honestly, one of the weirdest rounds we have witnessed on a Coastline game in a very, very long time. In case you missed it and missed the pre-show, this game will determine a land spot if LeStream should win. Chaos, though, 3 straight wins. So far, they're looking to make it 4 in a row and continue the possibility of them making it to land.
Yeah, so that was a really rough round for LeStream. Yep. Great job to Renewals. Like you said, the clutch of a lifetime. Wish we could have seen it from his perspective, but it was pretty impressive. But well, it's in the past now. Stream have been given ample time to recover from that devastating throw of a round, and now they will be in a position to start fighting back as we get back into the actual match. It'll be Kitchen as the next defense here for Chaos. We'll go ahead and load right on in. We are now in the Twilight Zone. Oh, we're back. We're in the match. All right.
So we have a 6-pick from Red Groove off of a Mira onto a Pulse. Not unusual considering that Mira on this site used to be the commonplace. And then the positions, there's really only 2 main positions. There's one on the service wall, a very typical one that has now been reinforced. On the opposite side, it usually would be 4 mirror, and then you could put one in service facing the main lobby, or you could put one upstairs in the theater. But Mira on this site specifically just really fell out of form to other anchors, like a Maestro, that can still give you visibility, especially through smoke, so you know when they're going in for a service push, and you get something else other than a Mira on the side of your defense. It just makes things much more fluid and much less predictable.
Absolutely right. Maestro is also just generally a very excellent operator, and the fact that he's not banned is going to be, well, telling that he'll probably be played every round. The fact that Echo is also banned alongside. Yeah. The Mira is useful, I'd say, on Penthouse still, though, quite a lot. Hey, look at that. Renewals, hot off his clutch from the last round, will shut down Aces outside of the front door, and that's not an auspicious start for LeStream, as they, well, don't even, well, comment very much in terms of control in exchange for that 1 kill. Uno, though, looking on the angle, going to miss the shot onto Renewals. Bad follow-up there from Uno, and Renewals will dodge death another day.
See a couple members now taking shots in behind that Sunrise bar. It's secretly on the Jaeger, bit of a roll swap for him as well. He's typically on the anchor spot, and Vitaline is the man out on a mission to try and hunt down roam clears. But Rise is taking a lot of damage through that wall as well, down to about 51 HP. And again, Renewal's getting extremely aggressive with that Alda, but rate of fire, low recoil, and a never-ending amount of bullets will let you do that, especially the ability to tank so many shots as a 1 speed and a 3 armor. And you can see this blue bar push right now for LeStream stalling out, not really gaining much ground, and they haven't done a lot to pick off any of the members of Chaos.
It seems like Renewals is pumped up after his clutch, and he's just looking for more picks. Uno just narrowly avoiding death there. Would have peeked into the angle that Renewals was holding, but off the angle already. Secretly and Crips by the main lobby, going to take down 1 each, and Renewals with his 2nd in this round onto Hicks. So just Uno in a 1 versus 5, and he's surrounded. Vitaline gonna get the last kill there, and Chaos, a perfect round. LeStream really stumbling in that 2nd one.
Yeah, the first round much closer. Before the rehost, obviously, it was pure anarchy when it came down to the objective and the retake after retake after retake.
Yes.
That round, much more decisive. That is Renewals. Setting the tone early, setting the tone often, peaking everyone available, and LeStream really stalling out, not being able to push headstrong into that aggression.
Also Renewals being very elusive.
Yes.
The fact that he didn't get picked in security, rotated through South Office, didn't get picked in South Office, made it all the way back to site. Actually, no, sorry. He rotated security main lobby to site. Pardon me, it was South Office he was being pressured from by Uno. But the fact that Renewals was able to do that, to get away scot-free without any real punishment, and then continue to do work later in the round of the position he was playing, security earlier on, it's just kind of, I mean, surprising. That lucky horseshoe. All in Renewal's hands for this match so far, and I wonder if he's going to share with the rest of the team. Well, we're moving on to a Billiards defense here for Chaos. They're third. If they win this, it'll be a full cycle, which is not common to see on Coastline.
Yeah, you know, we talk about Coastline, how it used to be one of the #1 played maps in EU for a couple seasons there. It's also very attacker-sided for a very long time there. We talk about how the disparity between the attacking and defensive sides on this map often dictated games, and yet now we've seen a lot of defensive runs, and it was Chaos on their defensive side to make that run against Penta, 6 in a row.
Look at this. Look at this.
They seem to have no fears. You've got Secretly playing the Clash, stalling people out in spawn, and you've got Vitaline as well with the SMG-11. Now Renewals playing Secretly as a mobile mirror. Man,
I mean, okay, let's dive into the psychology behind this for a second.
Go for it.
Because Chaos, while they can technically make it to that land, ooh, Renewals coming so close there. Looking for the Habana. He knows Habana's playing that position, and he's just an inch away. But it's not going to happen. Chaos know that they couldn't technically make it, though it's very unlikely. And LeStream, on the other hand, all pressure here. What a shot from Renewals, and he's going to save the wall as well. As Aces goes down, that's man advantage to Chaos. And this unbridled aggression has been working out for the most part, but it'll start to work against Chaos. As Vitaland goes down, trying to peek out on the hookah balcony. Rise, though, has been punished for that kill. It's very important to note he is going to die quickly when he starts pushing the site.
All it would take is one cycle from Secretly with that taser, and it looks like Hicks is going to make his way with that LMGE out onto the pink tarp outside of hookah window. That's a lot of ammunition to be able to constantly lay into hookah. The good portion of this for Chaos is that no one is playing inside of hookah specifically, but Red Groove taking a myriad of shots in behind the pink bar. You've got Alfama who's already pushed his way inside of Aquarium, and it looks like one final set of Excaliburs is able to detonate onto that back bar wall. So it'll cause a little bit of havoc here for Red Groove as he's caught between a rock and a hard place, but it'll be Hicks falling off of his angle on the tarp, and now LeStream angling for an Aquarium push.
They've got a good setup for this push. Some lit players, though, and Ryan's still just a breath away from death. Renewals gets his second kill on to Hicks. He's got all of the kills for his team so far. Really been fragging out, not only in this round, but in all the previous ones as well. And he's having a great job playing anchor. LeStream now trying to push in through Aquarium, and Chaos are going for a late flank by Luggage. Renewals gets shut down by Rise, and Red Groove a double C4. Oh no, LeStream all on Rise now, and he will die to a single or maybe two zaps from the shield of Secretly. It would be very comedic if it were to happen, but the possibility is so apparent. I want Secretly to finish him with a shield. They don't know he's by blue stairs yet, though. Secretly hears him, adjusts. Here come the zaps. Will it be a shield kill? Yes, it will. Chaos win the round in comedic fashion. And that's 3 in a row.
Okay, talking about desperation. We're talking about the stakes of this game. Chaos on an unbelievable run, who refused to lose lately, are toying with their food right now.
So again, I wanted to dive into the psychology. I didn't really get to fully do it, but
go for it.
Chaos, yes, they can make it, but I think they know it's not going to happen. I think the odds of Chaos winning enough matches and LeStream losing enough matches for Chaos to go are very, very low. And I think they're just playing to play.
Yeah.
You know, the Chaos are doing their thing, and you can tell LeStream are scared.
Well, one of the scariest portions for Chaos right now is that their defenses for the last 2 weeks have been a sore spot. They've gone down in the half both of the last 2 games when starting on the defense, then swapped to the attacking side, and Crips has come alive on the Ashe and just run roughshod on all of their opponents. Now, Chaos starting already 3-0. The worst position they can enter the half at is 3-3.
And that first round was really close.
Yeah.
But every subsequent round, not so much. So Chaos have found their groove, they found the momentum, and they're just, well, they're just walking away with it at this point, or so it seems. They're going to be setting up for a double bar yet again. And, ladies and gentlemen, the elusive Coastline full cycle was executed by Chaos after they won that last round. That's 3 sites in a row. Very uncommon to see in general, but very even more uncommon to see on Coastline specifically. So, I mean, yeah, all the sites are equally defensible, but at the same time, it's just usually one round is going to go the way of the attack. Yeah, out of 3. Anyway, it's done now, and they will start another cycle again.
Looking to go 6 for 6, and Uno was flashing the Ying repeatedly in reveal phase, but always 6-picking off to a Twitch. He'll stick the Ying this time, as he's trying to bring, I guess, a little more distractionary power and some clearing utility upstairs. Crips gives no hex, as he's going to be peeking out towards the hookah balcony, all the way in towards Ruins. Red Groove in his common position in behind this pink bar is the roaming Mira as well.
Oh, no.
Upside Crips
no.
again. There goes Rise and an aggressive peek.
Oh,
no one! Crips takes down Rise and aces from 1.5 miles away. Finally, the Candelas ring out. Uno with 1, but Crips shut him down right away. That's 3 on the round for him, secretly with a Nitro. Suddenly, we aren't even outside the first minute yet, and Hicks is the last man alive. Diffuser surrendered, and Crips going for 4! You gotta be kidding me! The ball's on the man, and Crips is leading Chaos to an undefeated defensive half.
Oh, no.
Remember when we said it was gonna be a long night?
Yeah, no, we were talking in the break, and we were like, wow, yeah, these matches, we're probably going to be here for a long, long time. Look at these Oh, my gosh. Okay, so LeStream are getting outplayed by what most would describe as the brain-dead plays.
Yes.
So, okay, Crips just got an amazing 4K. And how did he do it? He peaked nonsense angles, and things he shouldn't be peaking, things that usually you would be punished on. LeStream aren't expecting it. They aren't ready for it, and they haven't adjusted for it over 4 rounds, because it's been happening quite a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed. That was just the best example. Now, what we need to see from LeStream is for them to start actually holding these angles, the ones you would least expect somebody to be peaking, and then punishing Chaos for peaking them. Because that would have been I mean, Crips shouldn't have gotten a 4K.
He shouldn't have won that battle onto Ruins.
Yeah, the first one was okay, sure, good job.
He's sprinting, he's in an animation.
Yeah, the second one, what? And then the third, and then it gets worse. It gets worse and worse and worse. Anyway, that whole round was just, yeah, Crips peaking things, LeStream losing fights. Done. LeStream need to start holding more angles and expecting this to happen for Chaos, because again, Chaos are clearly playing with reckless abandon. It's obvious. You don't really have to look that far into it.
No.
We're going to Kitchen now, and well, we're getting real close to a perfect half.
Sounds like Red Groove was also trying to take some aggression, I guess, out towards the blue bar window or Sunrise entrance. Takes one, I think that was actually a zap from Aces, who's now facilitating the Twitch roll instead of Uno, who swapped over to a Jackal. So we're seeing a lot of op swaps coming out from the side of LeStream. Not a lot of playstyle swap, though. Looks like they're going to try and rush in immediately again and try and get some map control quick for free. But they got to be ready for Chaos to contest wherever they try and push in. It's Crips battling up against Hicks now, up on the Sunrise, or sorry, the Theater stairs.
That lifeline accomplished nothing. There's no one from LeStream to hunt that player, so it's just used utility now for the side of LeStream. Uno finally, the hunter, to find his way into the building, but it's too late as the players playing upstairs on Chaos have rotated. Crips, though, will eat some damage, secretly eliminates Alfalma upstairs on his own flank, coming from blue stairs themselves. So good positioning there from the Jaeger, and that's Diffuser down as well. Now it will be a forced retrieval from LeStream.
We got Red Groove as well covering it with the cardiac sensor down below, and you know, you use the Jackal pings to identify and isolate Crypts downstairs, but then secretly comes up on a flank. Crypts contesting cool vibes for just a moment as the ping will again now fall onto secretly inside of Sunrise. He's cordoned off right now, but he does have a rotate in towards the blue bar. Uno preoccupied with looking down through the floorboards, and Aces was able to safely retrieve the diffuser without a nitro cell. There is an impact mark on the floor. I don't know if it's just client side not being able to see the floorboards destroyed, but Red Groove as well wasn't able to secure the kill either. So you got one track left on Uno's. He tries to decide which staircase he wants to push down. It's continuously flip-flopping back, but you've got Crypts and Renewals both holding down the theater stairs. This is going to have to be a kitchen side push for LeStream.
Yeah, LeStream are in not a great spot right now, considering they haven't been able to get any picks out of this top floor control, and they've only got the minute left to work with. Going to be pushing delivery, it seems, as that's their current setup. They've got control bathroom, which is huge, but they're still working at isolating these flanks.
Got Uno pushing down the cool vibe stairs. Ace is able to finally collect on the F2. Renewals will fall, so there goes your very aggressive Maestro, but time dwindling away on the side of LeStream for their push. The first Toxic Bag brings out, and finally Uno, another one onto Crypts. Juggernaut Fragger taken away. You've also got Secretly on 1 HP trying to push out of the Sunrise bar. Stacking in the back of Kitchen Services unoccupied right now from the defensive side. Kitchen window gets shot open here by Uno as, again, time ticking away. The last Toxic Babe will detonate at the service door, and they're going to have to push in now. Vitaline getting up nice and close, rips right through Rise. Shotgun in hand against the wall, lands one, lands two. That's diffuser down. Uno with one, but Red Groove on the trade. Rushing right through Aces with another one at the kitchen window. There's no time! Chaos 5 in a row by a hair!
Jeez! What a close contest there from LeStream, but no early picks, and then they can't make it happen in the dying seconds of the round, because why? They wait to the dying seconds of the round, and they have to, because the smoke is still in play. How did the sledge not get anything going from above? Where was that vertical pressure that LeStream fought tooth and nail to establish above? It accomplished nothing and forced LeStream into a corner, and Chaos, all they needed to do was wait. That perfectly timed rush from Vitaline was the reason that Chaos were able to win it in the end as well. He not only delayed the delivery push for a solid 40 seconds to a minute by himself, but he followed that up with getting 2 players pushing in through delivery. It was a chaotic push for LeStream, that's for sure, thanks to those gas canisters and a lack of time. But still, Vito with some excellent individual play. And Chaos, they just did all they needed to do there. They got the refrags when necessary, and they stayed alive to the dying seconds. So we're very close to a perfect round, or perfect half, rather, in the first half of this match. In a match where we stated, and this is true, the highest stakes of the entire day. Now, LeStream are fighting to just guarantee their spot at LAN. If they turn this around and get a win, that's it. They get their spot. But Chaos are just playing with, as I stated earlier, reckless abandon, and it's working out great for them.
Well, we've seen it once before from the team that LeStream are playing right now on this very map just 3 weeks ago against Penta. It was Chaos to be at a 5-1 deficit at the half and run 6 back in a row in their favor to get the win. It would be a monumental task to see twice in 3 weeks from LeStream to replicate that kind of success. It's like, just too far away. 8 meter range on that one. Looks like the balcony stretches to 9.
Yeah, they buffed that range a long time ago, and it's pretty darn far, but you know, he'll get the mark off eventually. On the other side of the building, though, so those feet are not, or those footprints are not really going to be very useful in this round. It's that one track. We saw the Jackal actually working against LeStream a little bit to an extent in the previous round, for example, because their opponent's Chaos were running these roam clears on a wild goose chase for most of the round. Now here, there is no hard destructor for LeStream, which is not uncommon to see on Coastline, but it will be abused in this particular round. Ooh, that's a really bad early pick there. As Clash goes down to Alfalma, that's going to be, I mean, you're expecting Clash to survive a pretty long time. Usually, does he even be the last player alive? The fact that he's picked off just like that, lots of power that has just been taken away from Chaos. This could very well be the first round for LeStream just based off that one pick alone.
Very, very strong operator, and another portion of the stall tactic that Chaos has been implementing when that slight execute comes. Been very, very patient and very proficient on a roam clear. Rise will delete Uno, so we go back to a 4v.
Who's opening delivery? He was opening delivery and he killed his teammate. Be a little bit more careful.
Maybe the nerves getting to LeStream right now. We talked about desperation. We talked about the stakes on the line
Pressure.
here. LeStream might be feeling this, and this is something, again, I talked about beforehand. The SI performance was not great under that kind of pressure.
Yeah, LeStream definitely suffer with pressure. And look at this. 3 gas canisters, 1 minute left, and that's the perfect scenario for Vitaline. He's made this work before. Can he make it work again is the question. Crips, speaking of, going for those wide peaks. Not going to get anything out of it this time, though. At least not just yet. Gas canisters continuing to stall at this aquarium take, and there is no adaptation from LeStream. They've got a flank, but Crips is here to hold said flank, and it should be a pretty easy hold for Chaos overall. Nades do miss. Red Group gets the first kill onto Alfalma. Crips goes for one, but loses it to Rise. Refrag, and it's just absolute chaos here in this match. Renewal's the last defender alive, and he's playing blue stairs. He's got to deal with one who's pushed into Hookah. That's good positioning from Aces, but oh, just barely Aces has the angle, and Rules doesn't. LeStream take their first round of this match in round number 6.
Didn't even see him on our end, but, you know, client-side stuff and things. 5-1 at the half. Chaos still in a beautiful position. But it's LeStream right now, fighting against themselves, honestly. Taking a team kill, but still able to overwhelm the objective and rush through. Perfectly timed frag grenades there by the Sledge, pushing out a VIP as well to displace Crips from his position at Vase, as well as taking away 3 Legion mines with 1 grenade. Good adaptation there on the side of LeStream. Again, a lot of focus and a lot of, I guess, a log jam inside of Aquarium, but this time they didn't get doubled up by Red Group's Nitro Cell. They were able to disperse and overwhelm the bar before a Nitro Cell could come out.
Yeah.
The Toxic Babes as well were only doing enough to repel a plant attempt. LeStream said, screw the plant, we can't get a plant down to save our lives. Let's go grab some frags. And that's, I mean, a lot of the members on LeStream are very good at doing that, isolating their killing potential. It seems like the teamwork right now is breaking down on a fundamental level for LeStream. They got to adapt, and honestly, on the defensive side, I imagine they're going to try and emulate a lot of what Chaos were bringing, which was we're going to get in your face.
Yeah, and it's important to note that we're talking about teamwork and synergy and all that, the team cohesion, that has seemingly been a struggle for LeStream. I mean, the one round that they won just now was they bunched up and ran in. And that doesn't really require so much synergy as it does pure fragging power, as you very well stated. So that one round being the one that LeStream took, it's not very difficult to coordinate a little bit of, you know, kind of team synergy, I guess, on defense. It just kind of happens naturally, honestly. So this is going to be better for LeStream, I would think, going into the second half, now that they are on defense. There is yet hope for LeStream to bring this back. We're not in a forced draw position, so there are still 3 points on the board here for LeStream, and there is still guaranteed land spot. So we'll see if they can make it happen. Secretly, is going to be pushing into the south office using Montaigne. Unutilized, and what? From the side, Aces takes down Secretly. I really wish I could have seen that from the Jaeger's angle, but it did look like he was covered by the shield. I guess not. 2 here for LeStream, but there is a refrag. That's the Jaeger in security, gets taken out by Renewals. And another for Renewals from the very same angle. So Chaos seemed to have blunted momentum as they lost their Montaigne, but it's a fight back here. LeStream, though, as you said, getting in the faces of Chaos and keeping their man advantage. Good push up the main stairs, or blue stairs rather, from Alfalma.
Crips having no luck on the fragging power of the Jackal that time around. Even the pings weren't enough to isolate the second member of Aces inside of the security hallway. So Red Groove will now push in on a solo mission. In behind the Sunrise bars, a member, Uno, turning the corner and finally able to rip him through with some leg shots. And a second one now is he'll clean up onto Renewals. LeStream battle back and grab 2 of their own as they stop the bleeding. And the aggression there on both sides on the defense seems to be working out in spades for both teams. That time around, just some weird positioning from Secretly on the Montaigne as well. Really the catalyst in that round, snowballing against Chaos. They still have a huge advantage. All it takes is 1 to guarantee a point and 2 to win the game. But LeStream, like I said, they're throwing it back in the face a little bit here, Chaos.
Yeah, it was a good job to LeStream for bringing it back, and Renewal seemed to have the frags going his way from that blue bar window, but just couldn't get enough out of it. And he lingered. He lingered and languished on that window for a pretty long time. And why? The mirror window in the hallway. It seemed like LeStream really didn't, or rather, Chaos really didn't have an answer for that mirror window, and they seemed to struggle with the angle play that LeStream's mirror brought out. There was an attempt to clear it from above, but that attempt was halted when Alfama pushed upstairs. I mean, imagine Alfama doesn't push up the blue stairs, he doesn't get that pick. Then what does Chaos need to do to deal with the mirror window? Just drop in Garden. You drop in Garden and the mirror window is done. That angle cannot be played anymore. So the fact that Alfama went for that push and it was covered by LeStream saved the round for them as a whole. Also, the fact that Montaigne was punished so heavily and so one-sidedly in Office. A lot of factors going LeStream's way. And you were right. You called it. It was the aggression on defense that is going to continue to out in this match.
Yeah, Alfama and all of LeStream really feeling the pressure, but like you said, I really like that push up there from Alfama. That was the nail in the coffin on the round, being able to push up cool vibes and stop that top pressure.
Yeah.
For the rest of Chaos here, I'd like to see...
Was that a run out C4 on spawn? From Uno?
Very well might have been. Vitaline's lost almost half his HP. If you're Uno and sending that Nitro Cell, I'm actually going to criticize you to hell and back for that, considering the Montaigne play is going to be here in full force.
It was Uno. I'm pretty sure it was Uno.
All right. Maybe have Alfama do it if you really want to do it, but the Nitro Cell, you're going to need to play vertically to try and take care of secretly, because there's not a very strong chance he's going to allow himself to be taken away for free like he was last round.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's done now, right?
Yeah.
So C4 out, and some damage done, but no kill. Chaos clearing in underneath on this on this Billiards defense. You can see kitchen control already really quickly established for Chaos. Like the speed at which they're making this happen. Coastline is a notoriously shallow map, so it's not especially difficult to make this happen, but it does require confidence on the side of Chaos and some good drone work. Secretly is going to be pushing in. Now, I think it's important that Secretly doesn't get picked off so early this time. Uno will take down renewals, so first kill in the way of LeStream, and that's the Zofia gone. Zofia, lots of utility, just eliminated in one fell blow from the Pulse.
Now got Crips pushing up the hookah balcony here, and again, Chaos scrambling for map control and really unable to garner a whole lot. You got Secretly pushing in on his own against the Legion, as Aces will throw out an impact grenade, and you've got Uno as well contesting. Crips, though, in the meantime, will take down Alfama from outside of the balcony, so misplaced mirror, I guess the Mira, honestly, inside of Hookah behind the bar, just getting caught out of position, and good shot there to equalize, but the Legion Mine's being thrown out now. Secretly trying to get aggressive, and he's still got Uno to contest with. This Aquarium push here from Chaos, very disjointed, not the cleanest, but they're getting the map control they need at the very least.
Yeah, it's odd that the Montaigne is the one going for the flank watch right now. I mean, there are other options for sure, and Montaigne is going to be definitely the most stalwart and where he won't be giving away picks. But at the same time, he's not going to be getting any picks of his own in all likelihood. He is, though, juggling 2 players of the 4 total on the stream right now, which means Chaos only has to confront 2 anchors when they go for the site push, which is inevitable as we come down to the last 30 seconds of this round. Good setup from Chaos. Montaigne still on the flank watch. It's going to be a bit of a toss of the dice, but an early pick here from Secretly, and Red Cruz follows it up with one for himself. Hicks in sight will go down to Vitaline, and it's just Uno now, who has the only kill for his team, so he's going to have to ace. He wants to bring this back. But he's been detected, called out by the Montaigne, and completely isolated inside of VIP. He has no chance of getting out of VIP from this doorway. He's going to have to go somewhere else. He could get lucky and get enough shots onto the foot of Secretly, but this is just, I mean, this is hard to watch.
This is.
Oh, no. He's doing his best. Get a little bit of damage there. There's nothing. No. Secretly would have to make a huge mistake to mess this up.
I mean, everyone's watching him too from across the way.
He's trying to fake it out, but Secretly doesn't fall for it.
Well, it looks like that's going to wrap it up for LeStream's possibility of grabbing a win. Chaos. Beautiful shot there on the Vitaline at the very least, but finally, Crips, end our torture and save our eyes from watching that absolute nonsense. It's a 6-2 now in favor of Chaos. They need one more to lock it out and keep their possibility of this stupidly amazing run available at their disposal to make it to Milan. Again, like we said, it would require LeStream choking on an epic magnitude. It's still possible.
Yeah, so if Chaos wins all of their matches, which is this run right now, LeStream, then G2, then Secret. If Chaos wins all of those, then they will end with 27 points.
Yeah.
Which would put them over LeStream, who are currently at 23. But let's say LeStream wins one, gets 26, and then draws one, then it'll come down to the tiebreaker. So, LeStream would have to... It's possible. We've seen
some crazy runs before.
It is totally possible. I just... It's not likely.
No, it's not likely. But for all the Chaos fans out there, just know there's still a chance. You can play that GIF over and over and over again.
Yeah, and for the record, though, and it's important to note, is LeStream versus Chaos last time they met each other, LeStream did have the tiebreaker. So they won that match.
What was the score?
What was it, 7-3, I think, like that?
Ooh. Well, I mean, if Chaos
7-4. 7-4 for LeStream over Chaos.
Hey, Chaos win right now. They get the advantage back in their favor.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, okay, we'll know who has the tiebreaker at the end of this match.
And that
but if Chaos takes this round right here, then that would be...
They have the tiebreaker back in their favor.
So that's pretty huge. And then, yeah, if LeStream win one and draw one of their next matches, and Chaos win all of theirs, then it would come down to that, the tiebreaker. So.
And Chaos would still make it.
Well, early pick here for LeStream from Uno. I cannot believe that run out still works for anybody ever, but it did. He went for the whole break the bottom and go out with the barricade still mostly intact sort of trick, and it worked out for him.
Especially with a Scorpion on Ella. Not something you see every day. Now you get a shield against a shield! Oh, yes!
What a rock in a hard place.
Riveting gameplay. Now you've got Uno filing in as well. Red Groove will try and contest through the shelving units inside of the kitchen, and fire sprays towards Aces in the lobby. Secretly taking 25 damage on the impact, and another one in behind to grab Purview, but the hip fire will level man count now. It's a war inside of the kitchen service entrance, as Secretly will try and re-engage. Renewals, though, rip through Uno from behind. So now you've got Hicks alone on the clash inside of kitchen, pinch three ways, pulling out the machine pistol in absolute desperation. This is ugly to watch, but finally, Secretly will wrap it up. LeStream falling apart in their kitchen wars. The site on the opposite side of the map upstairs, it is Hookah. You've got Rise downstairs and Sunrise as well, who could be a flank. Alfama, the low man on site. Oh no, the flank has been identified. Rise inside of Sunrise. This is looking like it's going to all go to hell here for the French squad.
Yeah, they've only got 2 against 4 here, and a whole lot of time for those 4 to work some magic. Renewals is going to miss a target there. That's Rise, who will go for, it looks like maybe a run out, or no, he's just going to get deeper and deeper. Alfama, though, does take out Vital Line, so that is a very important pick there for the Mira. And Chaos, while they have the main advantage, are nowhere near actually hitting the site right now, and they don't have the diffuser in hand. So there's a lot of work yet to be done for these attacking players. Amazing that Rise has not been picked off. He ran outside, up the balcony, to get back into Hookah. And that should not have worked for him. He should have been punished, he should have been killed, but he wasn't. So that's really big, and it will give LeStream a good chance at winning this.
Unbelievable rotation there, but hey, it works, and he saves his utility in the process. He used one Toxic Babe earlier on.
He's got the diffuser.
Now you've got Secretly pressing in and able to down off Rise. Alfama last man alive as he tries to rush in up against Secretly on ADSing. Finally, that is Chaos wrapping it up in a nice neat bow. It's 4 games in a row for Chaos. They cannot be beat since the break. It's a 7-2 win, and now they have the tiebreak advantage over LeStream. They are 2 points back of the seemingly incumbent second seed in EU. This one's going to come down to the wire. We do not have a guaranteed second seed in EU just yet.
Yeah, so that's actually going to open things up quite a lot for Chaos overall. So that is very big for them. Great job getting that win. I mean, that's going to put them up at 21 points versus LeStream's 23, right?
Yep.
So if LeStream get a win and a draw, then and Chaos win all their matches, then it'll come down to the tiebreaker. And because Chaos just won that so one-sidedly, that would give Chaos the tiebreaker. I think I'm correct on that one. So there's potential for Chaos to still go to LAN, actually. And you know, going into today, I did not expect that, if I'm being honest. So Europe will continue to surprise us. And that's the first half of today done. I mean, and that's pretty much all the, all of the relevant matches when it comes to the top half of Europe finished off. We have obviously some very exciting ones about the second half later, though. So those will be even, well, some people would argue more important, but equally so, I would say.
I would say equally so, because you've got a land spot on the line, which is worth a lot of prestige and a lot of money.
And that's this match.
And that was this match. And then you've got 2 games that could decide your potential future in Pro League as a team, as a player, as an org. You don't know what's going to happen there. Relegations could be the end of your run in general.
I mean, actually, all of the teams right now Penta is technically, I believe, within striking distance of the bottom 2 as they're in the bottom 4 technically, but they're not. That's unlikely to happen. Right now, it's mostly Mouse Secret and Na'Vi who are trying their best to avoid that relegation spot at the very, very bottom, and that's what we've got coming up. So, you're getting to the end of the season now.
Well, we have a interview for the 4th week in a row, secretly from Chaos. This run seemingly never-ending. Hello, secretly, once again. I think this is the first time we've ever spoken, but congratulations on 4 weeks in a row on some incredible wins.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
So I got to bring it up. It's in perspective of the 4 full games now. You guys, after the break, didn't really look like it was going to be a possibility to make it to Milan. You fast forward a month, you're within striking distance. With this win, you now gain the round differential advantage between yourselves and LeStream, and you're 2 points back of them for 2nd seed to make it to Milan. How is the whole team feeling with this miracle run that we're seeing?
I don't know, dude. It's hard to describe the feeling that is within the team right now. Everyone's just so happy, and getting this win, this was huge for us as a team, because we got manhandled by them last time we played them. Like, we got destroyed, it felt like. So just getting this win, climbing the ladder a bit more, it's huge. But we need to make sure that we don't get ahead of ourselves, because we still have 2 great opponents to play against before we actually make it to Milano. So right now we're happy, but we need to stay focused and keep working just the same as we have up until now.
Absolutely. For the last 2 weeks, I've been on the opposite side of the desk during your interviews when you've been talking to Ghassan. This week, I finally get to ask this question, which is, you guys on the defensive side have looked subpar for the last couple weeks. Today, it was an entirely new ball game. For the last 2 weeks in a row, you were down at the half when starting on the defense. You head to the attack, and Crips comes alive on the Ash. Today, it's an entirely different story. It was actually you in more of a fragging role on the Jaeger, and Renewals on the Maestro getting extremely aggressive. We saw the aggression. What else really has changed on your defensive set to flip it from what it used to be in the last couple playdays?
I think the biggest thing is just keeping it fresh, changing up a lot of our strategy compared to, like, when we played against Penta, for example. Our coastline today is completely different compared to what it was just a few weeks ago. So in every area that we struggle, we just make sure to, switch it up and just do something different, and hopefully it's going to work out, which it definitely did today.
Speaking of coastline, that Penta game, that's going to go down in the record book. 6 straight, being down 5-1 at the half. Were you expecting to play Coastline today against LeStream? Because there's a couple different mindsets with that. Number one is you went down 5-1 at the half against Penta on Coast. The second, even scarier part to me is you won 6 rounds in a row to win it. So were you expecting that coming out in the bans?
We were a little bit surprised, to be honest, but we had stuff prepared for it. We had looked into their Coastline, we had looked over ours, but we were certainly expecting a different map than Coastline.
Yeah. So you have 2 games remaining. Like I said, you have 2 points behind to gain on LeStream. That would only be 1 win to pass them. You also have the tiebreak should it come down to it. You have G2 next week, and then you have Secret. Is there anything specific you're looking forward, either in your opponents or from your team, to continue this run to honestly make one of the most miraculous and magical runs we've ever seen in Pro League?
To beat G2, we need to stay focused and not get in our heads, because G2 has been a team that we have never beaten in a real game. But next week, I feel like it's happening. We just need to stay confident and keep up the momentum from our previous games.
Well, confidence, skill, and honestly, a refusal to lose has been a strong point for you guys in the back half. Is there anything you'd like to say to the Chaos fans? And I'm sure there's more jumping on the bandwagon every single week.
Thanks for the support, guys. As always, you're incredible. Let's close out the season with the land spot now. Let's go.
It'd be a beautiful run. Thank you very much, Secretly, for the interview. Have a good evening and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you.